Hi, I'm Holly Kurth with EHCMA, and we're here today to do a little talk about some industry insight and best practices. I'll be talking today with Russell Klinegardner, and he is the Health and Safety Council President and CEO, and with Richard Bass, who is with Kuraray, and he is the EHCMA Best Practices Committee Chairman. I'd like to start out and ask Russell, why did you make some significant and financial time investments to do safety essentials? And basically, what inspired those developments?
Well, Holly, thank you for having us here today, and thank you for EHCMA for supporting Safety Essentials. And we created Safety Essentials because we listened to industry. A few years ago, there were some owner-operators that came to us and said what was being provided currently within the Basic Orientation Plus wasn't meeting the demands of the owner community. We worked with the owner community and we developed Safety Essentials, and we did that with four things in mind to accomplish our ultimate goal. We wanted high quality content, so it needed to be something that would grab on to the end trainee to where they can learn it and retain that knowledge moving forward. We also wanted flexibility in delivery options. Now Safety Essentials can be offered 5 days a week, 12 hours a day, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, 8 hours a day. The third thing was the integrity within the proctoring piece. The Safety Council model has differentiated itself on proctoring and the integrity to ensure that if Richard takes training at any Safety Councils, that it is Richard who actually took the training and that knowledge was passed on to him. So the integrity piece within the proctoring and the human element of proctoring, not just monitoring through AI, but actually human interaction of proctoring was critical to Safety Essentials. And then the last piece was, being cost effective. When we created Safety Essentials, we did it in a manner to where no contractor owner would endure any additional cost and that it could be delivered 7 days a week.
As the EHCMA Best Practices Committee Chair, on behalf of our owner community, can you elaborate on the recommendations and why?
It goes back to those adult learner techniques. I've taken it, but everybody at my site, all of our new hires that come in, we require them to take Safety Essentials as well as part of their onboarding. It's a night and day difference. The information is taught on a level to where people, not just they get it, but they understand it. Because that's the last thing that you need. You need to make sure it's comprehended. Not just that they took a quiz at the end and got an 80 on it, and you could say they passed, they're good to go, they know it. It's actually reinforced into the training. That was first and foremost, as we were looking at this with the Best Practices Committee, and our recommendation was, is the training better? And without a doubt, absolutely it is. As a committee, and we went to the board, and we recommended that all of the EHCMA sites adopt exclusively Safety Essentials, January 1st of 2025. The big reason we want to do this is, number one, like we just talked about, the training is so much better. The knowledge is going to be better for the people coming onto our sites. Second part about that is reciprocity. We got 120, 130 EHCMA sites. If 80% of those sites are doing Safety Essentials exclusively and 20% are not following in line, what does that do for the roughly 300,000 workers that get this training every year? Now we're getting into situations where not only we still have people that are getting lesser training, that we acknowledge that it's lesser training. Number two, takes longer. I mean, we have people that come in from out of state. We have people who come in to work out of the country. They can take it anywhere in the world before they come in, and they're ready to go that Monday when they come in. They get better trained in half the time. It's amazing.
Can you tell us about the current success and adoption rate of Safety Essentials? Because that's the thing too, with reciprocity, obviously it is a huge deal. So how do you see Safety Essentials also evolving in the future?
Well, obviously with EHCMA's, support and exclusivity effective January 1 is pretty huge. And it's the right thing, as Richard mentioned, for the reciprocity within industry. We actually have over 450 sites, locations nationwide that accept Safety Essentials. So you can go in multiple states across the country where Safety Essentials is being delivered today. So out of those 450 sites, roughly 225 of them are currently exclusive. So as EHCMA makes this new ruling effective January 1, those numbers will continue to grow. But what that ultimately does is it helps Reciprocity. It helps these contractors to be able to onboard their employees in a timely manner. And that's the ultimate goal. And what we were trying to do is not by not reducing quality or the integrity behind the process, but just opening it up through that flexibility and delivery, as Richard said, where it can be done 7 days a week. So we're proud to be able to work with industry, really partner with industry to hear those needs and to be a solution for industry.
Well, obviously, safety is paramount for all of us, and I appreciate that. So there are so many positive impacts I see coming from Safety Essentials and the entire suite. So I appreciate that. Houston Ship Channel is going to be exclusive with it for January 1st. So there's just a lot to come, I know, in the next few months. And I thank you very much for sharing this information with us. And thank you, Russell. Thank you, Richard. And thanks to Kuraray for letting me be here. Thank you to our great partners at BIC Alliance who allowed us to do this today. So we appreciate them. And I look forward to sharing more industry insights.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Holly.